feels so good to be sitting by this fire. It has been such a warm, hot summer. Like we had that week there where it was in the hundreds here and we don't have an air conditioning. So I've just been dreaming about winter and fall, and I think it might technically be summer, but these next 2 days it's going to be like a low of 47 or 46 and then a high of 65, which is kind of warm, but I'm just taking advantage of this cold morning, and I'm like, this is the first fire of the winter. It's not even winter, but it's the first fire of the season, and it feels so good. Nothing's better than like sitting by a warm fire with a coffee. I've been waking up early this week. I've been waking up at like 5:30 in the morning. I set my alarm to 5:30. Eventually maybe it'll get earlier. Hopefully, I don't know. There's something just so peaceful about waking up. Like when it's still dark outside and no one else is awake, and you have all the time to do whatever you want, and you have no one bothering you. No one else is awake, so you can just relax, and it's so silent and it's so peaceful, and it's just you and the darkness of the morning. So yeah, I've really been enjoying it. Tonight we're headed to my mom's house, and we're going to do some butchering tomorrow of chickens. And I think we're also going to do like a bunch of ferments, maybe. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So this fire is just a good way to start off the weekend. So before this day, I had never actually butchered a pig. I haven't really killed much of anything. I've killed fish, a spider here and there, but yeah, so I haven't ever really done a full butcher of anything, not even chickens. My mom has. I just haven't gone up to her house to do it. My whole family hunts, so I'm very used to the idea. I'm very not against butchering at your home and providing for your family. But this morning before the butcher, there was a lot of suspense, nervousness, heavy feelings in the air, maybe a little bit of melancholy for the pig. The guys wanted to build the wench setup so that we could lift the big pig while we were skinning it and, processing it. And it did take them a little bit longer than expected, so the morning and the wait before the butcher was prolonged, and we really got to sit with that. It's kind of an antsy feeling, like, when's it gonna happen? Because it is a big thing.
My mummified bugs.
And I know a lot of people probably aren't comfortable with the idea of butchering at home, of butchering at all, but I think people need to really think about where their food is coming from.
So, and
I just have to.
How many times did you watch that video?
Once and last night.
You don't need this.
Once and last night. But I grew up in a Mexican family, so I must have seen it.
More and more recently, I have been just really focused on having good ingredients in my food and knowing where my food is coming from. I really appreciate this opportunity to butcher this pig and be able to take the meat home, because every time I go into the grocery store, into the meat department, I just feel kind of gross, you know, just buying a slab of meat. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know how the animal was treated. This pig that we were butchering, I knew that it had a wonderful life. It probably ate better than any pig that you're gonna buy at the market. And I also I would prefer not to partake in the hold that these large corporations have on the American society and literally controlling what a majority of us are eating. We don't know half of the ingredients that are in the food items that we buy at the grocery store. It's really sad, and it's almost evil in a way, because a lot of people don't really have the choice to buy whole foods, to buy good ingredients, because, you know, you go into a health food store, quotation marks, because honestly, I feel like all food should be what health food stores are, but you go into there and it's like 2 times, 3 times the price of the food at a regular grocery store that's full of all the additives. It's not organic. It has pesticides sprayed on it. Like, it's just ridiculous. The first ingredient is either corn or corn syrup, and that's just not normal, and it's sad. And I think a lot of the health issues and problems in our society stems from food, really. And so I have a lot of feelings about it. You know, I urge you to think more about where your food is coming from. Really appreciate the good food that you have available to you. Maybe try and buy more locally. I know I could do better at all those things, so yeah.